Hey, for so long, like, I guess I've taken it so serious to that, be seen and not heard, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially as a black male that was raised with pretty much primarily all black women on my mother's side, um, even though I was like strong black women, you know what I mean? But in a sense, it's like it wasn't a place for me, you know what I'm saying? And growing and being, at this age of like 41 and just like all I've heard was like bad things about my gender or who I was becoming, um, and not much good. Like I've gotten, I would say like accolades from outside, like from work or other things like that, but it's like it's really hard to grow in a positively way mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in a way where you're just constantly put down. Um, and before it was like, it just shocked me because I'm like, well, I don't do it to my kids, or I try not to, you know what I mean? Like, if there's anything that's like, hey, I can't do this, I'm like, okay, if you feel like you can't do that, how can we make sure you can do that, right? Like, go, what resources you need, what do you need to learn, like not forcing them to say they can't because right, like autonomy, let them feel however they want to feel, but where's that coming from, right? But I didn't have that platform growing up, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like trying to adapt to that. Because a lot of people are like, oh, you're grown, you should be able to do this, you should know this by now, whatever, right? It's like, okay, yeah, sure, but how, right? Like, they don't teach us in school. They don't really teach you in therapy, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to thug it out and figure it out for yourself, right? Because it's all a personal journey. But at the same time, it's like you have these things embedded into your subconscious that you have to, like, go through a lot to dig out to be like, okay, who am I, right? Instead of like, because you're not your accomplishments, you're not your titles, you're not your whatever, right? But you still have to figure out who you are through being a title, right? Like being a father, like for me, being a father, being a teacher, being um, an advocate, for multiple things, you know what I'm saying? Like then you're slapped with certain things about like stereotypes or like because that's what society's gonna put you into. But it's yeah, sure, it's whatever you do with that, but yeah, it's bestowed on you, right? So um I think it's deep to try to figure out like who we are. It's interesting because like I normally try to just like shoot like real short positive things, to hopefully help other people and stuff like that. But it's weird because this is my own personal platform and I still don't even feel comfortable being personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, but I guess I'm going on a whole different wavelength with that, with being more expressive on how I feel I should be expressive rather than socially, the social norms or social directions is like, might tell you to, oh, you can be expressive this way, but not that way, or you can say this, but you can't say that. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'll still stay in those lines, you know what I mean? Like, um, because I really don't like code switching, but definitely be more open about my journey, about life in general. Like, um, as is like my documentary. If it helps other people, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it does. You know what I'm saying? But I think in so many ways, like especially my quarter life crisis, like I didn't even think I was like making out the hood type thing. Like, and a lot of people have different was like ghetto, hood, whatever. I'm talking about a war zone, you know what I mean? Where you get shot at. Like no bullets have no names type thing. You know what I mean? And working expeditionally hard to try to survive. And at the time, like take my mom with me because I was like the only child. So I'm like working 2 or 3 jobs trying to take care of my mom. And so I see that even like that, okay, I'm not in the hood, but I'm doing the same exact thing, 2 or 3 jobs to try to take care of my family. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. And then other people will come and be like, oh yeah, you gotta take time for yourself. I'm like, Doug, I don't have time. You know what I mean? Like, and things are getting more expensive, whatever. And then it's like, oh yeah, make sure you live the way you need to live and make sure your health is good and whatever, right? Because like, it just breaks it down to like, we're just commodities. Like, I'm just a commodity. That's crazy.